A Trump family stablecoin now unlocks the Chinese AI Washington warned against the payment rail runs through Hong Kong, turning every U.S. query into a fee that flows through a Trump-linked token to developers the Pentagon says it won't do business with, across a system handling more than 50 million tasks a day. Will Washington treat that switch as trademark licensing or as an export control and data privacy problem it has yet to answer? 43 models flagged for national security risks. That was 43 out of 90 available through WorldClaw on August 17th. By August 20th, the same site advertises more than 300 models total. The flagged count stays at 43, the share it represents does not. The gap matters because proportion changes the picture. 43 of 90 is nearly half the catalog. 43 of more than 300 is a smaller slice, but the same 43 developers Washington flagged are still one click away. The venture is WorldClaw operating World Router. It does not build the models, it aggregates them, large language and generative systems, through a single intermediary, then routes a user's prompt to the chosen provider. US names like OpenAI and Anthropic sit in the same menu as the flagged Chinese systems. Alibaba and Baidu carry the Pentagon's Chinese military company designation. Z.ai, also called Zhipu AI, is on the Commerce Entity List. DeepSeek and Moonshot were cited for intellectual property concerns. Each company disputes the U.S. characterization. Scale turns a menu listing into exposure. More than 50 million requested tasks per day for more than 10,000 users. Every prompt moved through that router is a data transfer. The toll is coded into the terms. Section 3 says payments for token plans may be processed on-chain, including through USD1 World Liberty's dollar-backed stablecoin. Section 4 adds users can lock Wlfi governance tokens for access. World Liberty Financial is backed by President Donald Trump and his family, 38% ownership, entitled to a share of USD1 income, the interest earned on the U.S. Treasury securities backing the coin, with reporting that the family has generated more than $1.4 billion from related token transactions. Trump's sons have publicly promoted WorldClaw. Both companies frame the tie as arm's-length licensing, with no disclosed equity or revenue split. That framing sits alongside a direct personnel bridge. The same executive charged with growing USD1 advises the platform that now accepts it. The practical path is a loop Washington did not directly restrict. An American user pays in USD1 to Hong Kong, World Router forwards the prompt to a flagged Chinese model, and the reply comes back. The fee travels on a US-linked stablecoin to reach a developer the Defense Department is barred from hiring. The designations were written for government buying and technology exports, not for a consumer query routed offshore. WorldClaw's own terms even bar users in restricted territories, including the United States and China, which makes the on-chain payment token, not a direct partnership, the critical piece of the current structure. What travels is more than a question. The router may share user inputs with the underlying model providers, which turns a chatbot chat into a data control question. Security analysts describe risks, including government monitoring, censorship, and malicious code. On WorldClaw, AI agents can also act, ordering food, summarizing emails, extending exposure beyond text alone. Independent checks have not found a filing, enforcement action, or sanctions determination tied to this stablecoin for model access loop. No export control violation finding, no OFAC action, no CFIUS outcome. The only formal regulatory move located is a conditional approval from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency for a World Liberty Trust Company National Trust Bank charter to house USD1, granted in early to mid-August by a Trump-appointed regulator, and that approval does not cover the Hong Kong collaboration. White House and company statements call the arrangement legal and non-conflicting. The White House spokesperson says there are no conflicts of interest. World Liberty's spokesperson notes major U.S. companies also make models from different countries available and says making a model available does not amount to endorsing its developer. Analysts cited in subsequent coverage call the structure hypocritical, while the administration urges reduced reliance on Chinese AI. What remains unresolved is the core consequence. No agency has published an assessment of whether a US-linked stablecoin acting as the payment switch for 43 flagged models, with user data potentially shared upstream to those developers and agent actions reaching into inboxes and orders, will draw export control, sanctions, or data privacy enforcement, or remain treated as trademark licensing with an on-chain option that stays outside existing restrictions. No revenue terms, no further model additions, and no next token integration steps have been disclosed. Like and follow for more stories that matter.